Guess what, guys? We're here. We're doing Tarot Reader Tag. I'm going to be giving you guys a couple of fun questions about who I am, what I do, and what type of tarot reader I am. So if you're curious about how I do's what I do's, stay with me. Bye. Actually, wait. Bye. Cue the intro. Everybody, welcome back to episode 28 of the Eyes Wide Open podcast. I'm Kiah, like usual. Welcome back. Today we are going to be getting into a fun little video, a tarot reader tag. Obviously, you do not have to be watching this video to enjoy the content. You are more than welcome to just listen along. I'm going to answer around 20 questions just about me as a tarot reader, give you guys some insight as to who I am on that level, okay? Before I get started, I do want to shout out Celeste Simone Tarot. I actually got this tag from her YouTube channel, so if you guys want to check it out, I'm going to link her video down below. She is the person who I just happened to see her video, and I thought, oh, this would be kind of fun to do one. I am a tarot reader. I always get questions about how I started or like what I do exactly, and just everyone has questions, tons of them. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, reach out to me. And then I have all my information as far as pricing and my tarot services in the description bars on all the platforms. You guys should be able to locate me. Follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is @Vonkiah. Actually, it's @Vonkiah M on Twitter. And then on Instagram, it's @Vonkiah. And then for the podcast page, check out @Eyes Wide Open Pod, okay? Let's get started with the tag. I'm pumped up. I'm ready. I'm excited. Woo! So, question number 1. Were you mentored or self-taught? I actually was self-taught. I started just kind of watching some videos here and there. I got interested in the cards and I started to study and just like totally dove in. Very fun. I want a mentor, but I just haven't found anyone that I like really gravitate with yet. And I feel like when the time is right, they present themselves to me. I feel as though it's coming near. It's something I've been trying to welcome in. Question number 2. Are you a psychic or a tarot reader? I'm a tarot reader. I look at cards, and then I have a lot of faith and spiritual faith in what I'm doing. I pray before my reads. I try to get my energy prepared before I just like dive on in. You know what I mean? But I don't really consider myself to be a psychic. I see what the cards lay out for me. So there's that. Question number 3. Let's move on. Number 3, are your predictions accurate, and is accuracy important to you as a reader or occultist? To be quite frank, yes, accuracy is pretty important. You don't want to do reads for people and you don't pick up on anything and you're like attempting to pick up on something, at least for me. A lot of times though, people will think in their immediacy of their life, and so they don't think about that some of the things I'm saying could be future energy or past energy, and I try to speak that so that people begin to understand. And if I can pick up on if it's past or present, I'll say it. If I can pick up on its future, I'll say that this is how I'm seeing it in the cards. But that all comes with how well you are reading your cards, how well you understand your decks, how well you're, hearing or receiving the messages to actually put it into the, how do I say this? To vocalize it to your clients. There we go. And now I got it. Or type it. You could be a tarot reader who types your reads out. It's totally cool too. Number 4, question number 4, everybody. Is there anything you can't or haven't predicted in a reading? I don't know about can't. I just kind of read what I see, but I haven't predicted like pregnancy. There's plenty of stuff I haven't predicted. I haven't predicted that a person was going to get on the moon. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot. As far as can't, I really don't know. I'm still really, really exploring my abilities and what I can do and what I'm picking up on. And I mean, it doesn't intimidate me. I just feel like as things come to me, I can tell the difference clearly from when I first started reading cards to now. I feel like I'm able to receive more from the cards. I'm able to understand more. And the more you study, the more you are in tune with the decks and what you're doing and yourself and your own intuition. I feel like you're able to receive the messages way easier. At least I am. At least I am. Okay, number 5. Do you use only tarot or are you multidisciplinary? I'm multidisciplinary. I have 2 decks with me right now. It's the first deck I ever got and then the very last deck I have purchased. So this is an actual tarot deck, and it's actual tarot because as you guys see, look, 10 of Swords on the very bottom. But it has like actual tarot cards. It's like 6 of Wands, the Hanged One, Page of Pentacles, etc. Has actual tarot terminology. In the story of the Fool. If you guys haven't read the story of the Fool in tarot, I totally recommend you do. It's actually kind of cute, and it's a short story. It's not very long. And then oracle cards, this would be multidisciplinary. So these right here are called oracle cards. This is the Star Temple Oracle. I have a video showing all of my decks coming on my YouTube channel. So if you guys are listening to this video on Wednesday, go follow my YouTube page. It is Eyes Wide Open Pod. And you are going to be able to see an actual bonus content video over there of me showing off all my decks and telling you guys why I love them. So that would be up on Saturday. So follow now. But this deck does not have those types of cards. This deck has cards that look... This deck has cards that look like these. Sorry. It's the Empress of the Night. I mean, the imagery in these are absolutely stunning, but just all the actual card lingo is not the same. You know, the Morning Star, they don't have the same meanings by any means, because this deck is based around traditional tarot and the Journey of the Fool. And this particular deck right here is an actual oracle deck based around the Star Sisters in the Pleiadians galaxy, Star Sister family. So lots of decks mean different things. I'm multidisciplinary because I love all the decks. I love being able to learn them and understand what they mean and incorporate them. And I feel like it takes my reads to a different level. So totally love being multidisciplinary on that. Number 6, is the message in the cards or in your mind? The message for me is a combination of both, as well as my immediate environment around me. So like birds chirping, omens, sirens going off, like lots of stuff that happens around here, engines revving, like that all plays a key role into my reads, especially when I'm playing cards. Numbers, numerology plays a huge role for me too. So all of my surroundings on top of my intuition and the cards, I really take a lot into how I interpret it. And then of course each tarot deck comes with a book, and the book is basically an interpretation of how the actual reader or the actual creator of the cards puts their twist on it. So like a card that may mean victory could also mean public recognition, because when you are victorious, what usually happens? But it's all in the way that they put that and the meaning of each card, because pictures matter, plus the meaning matters, just a lot, right? A lot to look at. Question number 7. Are you a fixer / healer or a looker / visionary? Okay, I think most tarot readers I've listened to before or have had the understanding of just kind of hearing out. I see them have a little bit of both, just a tinge. I do feel as though I'm more of a looker or like visionary than I am a healer or a fixer. But I do love oracle decks like these for advice cards, because I think that the advice is like so key. You know what I mean? I try to give an advice card at the end of all my reads if it feels like I'm not getting there. And a lot of the time I have worked on trying to focus my energy into like, I know what I see, but then how am I actually offering assistance to my clients, which would be tapping into the energy that helps them best. And so I ask for that guidance in when I'm pulling cards too. So a little bit of both, honestly. It really depends on what the read is calling for me. I mean, I can see what I can see, but there's there's still room for like advice to give someone in a situation. So to some degree, you're going to be trying to heal. I am always trying to heal no matter what, or offer like positive energy. Even if it's like a negative read, there's still like energy you can ask, like, okay, well, what's the way that you turn this around? You know, I don't believe in that people are bad all the time. So I'm always like, okay, well, if this is the negative that's going on in their life, where do we get a turn point for this person? Like, what is that? What do they need to do? What do they need to work on? I try to focus the energy into helping. So a little bit of both. Question number 8 for the people. Do you read for free or do you read for fee? I do read for a fee, and I also read for free. I think it's great to volunteer and to help. I think that it's really refreshing to just connect with people when you don't have anything to gain. I think sometimes it's very genuine. So I try to do some free reads for people. I try to volunteer it, or just, you know, send it out to a friend or a family member, or just a random person in my mentions. I could reach out to him. Hey, have you ever had a tarot reading? I feel called to read for you, you know, just a quick one. People appreciate that kind of stuff. And then it makes them want to come to you later. If they actually do have a question, they may feel that they could trust you a little more too. But I just truly like to, you know, I love to volunteer. It's good. I think it's really positive because it shows people you're not all about money, which I'm not. So it works. Let us see. Question number 9. Is there anything you will not predict or do read about? So whatever's in the cards is in the cards. I try not to shy away from saying what I see. However, if somebody is coming to me and asking me to channel negative energy on their behalf, like, hey, can you look into this situation, and it's like really messy, not interested. I may look at the energy between like a love read that happens, and you end up channeling maybe just how a person's feeling towards the other person, but you know, that's more or less where the energy is going to come from. But if it's something that's just like really negative, you know, someone's coming to me like want me to do, I've had people come to me and ask me like, do you do like, you know, voodoo magic? And I'm like, well, I don't put hexes and curses on people. So no, that's not what I do. I don't sit in my room and do a bunch of spells on people to like hurt them or anything like that. Everything I do, I try to do with prayer and forward thought and thinking about how I can actually help the client who's coming to me. I do not look to do any type of malice or maliciousness or ill intent. Any reads that involve that, I'm not particularly looking to continue it. I usually advise against it, so just saying. Question number 10. How did you get into tarot and oracle? So I actually got into personality tests a couple of years back. I just randomly stumbled across some personality tests, and I thought, I wonder if personality tests and like zodiac signs linked together. I don't know what made me question that, but I just did. So then I started to try to link the two in to see if they meant anything. And then I discovered actual birth charts. And then I discovered tarot. And it was just like this whole rabbit hole of information. And I've kind of been studying ever since. So I really love it. And I think it is something that speaks to me. It calls to me as a person. And I'm glad that I'm able to help people with what I do. Let's see. Number 11, are you drawn to oracle or tarot more? So remember, this one is oracle, and then this one is tarot. Some people can do reads like completely with these, and I have done reads like complete reads with just oracle cards. Totally a thing. They actually give you different spreads or layouts for the cards to do reads in the book, so you could try to interpret it in like the way that the creator of the cards is done. But yeah, totally a thing. What do I like more though? I like oracle more. I do, because these cards tend to have, like, this is very standard and all within how the reader's going to interpret it, which is, so are these, but these messages are different. Like, there's actual, like, this entire deck, like I said, is put together from like the Pleiadian star sister family. So like all the card meanings are totally different than tarot. Most tarot decks, the cards for the most part, have very similar meanings. These are great. It piques my curiosity because I get to learn like all new meanings for these cards. And the meanings of these cards tie completely into the story, which is in the book. So it's just like amazing. I love reading it, and then it helps me understand how I'm interpreting the cards better. And then you will find that within cards, you have your own interpretation that's not part of the book, but it's speaking to you that way and to the people you're reading for that way. So I just love it so much. Oracle cards are amazing. Question number 11. Are you drawn? Oh, no, I'm sorry. We're on question number 12. Dang. Okay. Question number 12. If you could create your own tarot deck, what would it be? I don't know. It's so hard for me to say what it would be because I've, kind of gotten newer into tarot, and maybe in a few years I'll have like an idea of the kind of deck that I want to put my name on. But right now I have no idea. I don't want to say no idea. Maybe I have a suggestion or two, but I'm not telling anybody just yet. Once I figure it out, though, and I'm able to share with you guys, I totally will share with you guys, okay? Question number 13. Show us your first deck. Okay, fine. My very first deck ever is Modern Witch Tarot. It's the deck I bought myself. I love it. It was an early birthday gift to myself this year. These cards look beat to hell, as you can see. And it's because they're well loved. I love these cards. They're my dependables, my go-tos. Like, this is that deck for me. This is that one. I love it. Absolutely. Show us your most recently purchased deck. It's this one. I only brought these two because this is my most recently purchased one again by Susie Cherub. I hope I say her name right. Cherub or Cherub, something like that. Cherub? Either which way. Love the cards. Look at the back of the box. All the people on it. So beautiful. So beautiful. And then when you see all the cards really laid out, stunning. Also, I love both of these decks for the similar reason that they are diverse in people on the cards. I appreciate that. As a woman of color, I like seeing myself in some of the imagery on both of these decks. There are black men and women. Like, I love that. Absolutely. I think the diversity is good. There's Asian, Hispanic, white. Like, I like that there's diversity in it because it's great for whenever you're doing reads for lots of people. It's good for them to see themselves. It's more relatable in the message, Okay. Question number 15. Question number 15. If you could share a tip about reading tarot with someone, what would it be? Okay. For reading it specifically, go within your gut. Read the books. Go within your gut. Read the books that come with the decks. I think that they're really helpful if you're just starting off to just read the book. Don't even put the cards. I mean, you can play with the cards. You need to play with the cards. I think it helps. But read the book because I think it opens your mind. I also think if you haven't read the story of the Fool, you should read the story of the Fool no matter who you are. Maybe I'll find it and post it. It's a short story. You should be able to read it pretty quickly, but it's a great story. It really is. Just eye-opening. And maybe to some people, they saw it sooner. My eye-opening moment was like last year. I really read The Journey of the Fool, and I was like, wow. Yeah. Okay. I like it. I see. I get this. Okay, let's move on. Next question, number 16. What was life like before tarot or a holistic path for you? Where did you come from? So, to be quite honest, I've always been kind of like into like witchy, different, like, mythical. I've always been interested into that realm. Mythical stories have interested me, but I actually used to think astrology, like just like all the different signs, I thought it was bullshit. Then like I told you guys, I really started to uncover it and I dove into the rabbit hole. And once I discovered birth charts, I was like, oh, this is some whole different stuff. Let me see, what is this? I was so excited. I made all my family do birth chart. I was like, I need everybody's birth time. Let's write it out. I'm about to start dissecting everybody. Bless my family. They're my guinea pigs. You guys know that. Bless their heart. They were like, Kiah, are you for real? You gonna have us do another test? Mm-hmm. Thank you. But I've always been really interested into the occult activities, but I think that I could never connect all the dots to how things worked. And once the dots connected, the light went off, and I was like, I like this stuff. I do like these. I like it a lot. Okay, next question. Favorite go-to spreads. Okay, my favorite go-to spread is just a basic 3-card spread for me. Sometimes a 4-card spread. I don't mind if it's 4 cards, just 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really go into like crazy crosses. I have, but I just in particular, I read really well from these couple that I do. And I'm also working on another one that I'm starting to really like for like lovers reads or love reads, where it's like a you versus them type of read. And I'm trying to create my own love read for that, and I'm loving doing that. Very fun energy. Okay, question number 18. Are any decks on your tarot wish list? I have, how dare they? My phone went off, sorry. I have a lot of decks on my tarot wish list. I'm actually going to pull up my Amazon account, and I'm going to see, because it's probably quite a few. I know that I would like the Casanova deck. That's a more sexual looking tarot deck, and I don't know, there's just a couple that I'm very interested in and curious about picking up. There's another spirit animal deck that I would like to get. I don't know. Geez, there's so many. So many. I think I have 2 things in my cart right now that are tarot decks on Amazon. It's just a lot, but yeah, I think that I'm really interested in that. Rebecca Campbell has another deck that I really would like to snatch up. I think that is I have the Work Your Light Oracle, and she has another one that's like a sister deck to that, and I really want to get it. Yeah, like I have the Cosmic Dancer Oracle in here. I have a lot of decks that I want to get. Energy Oracle cards by, who are those cards by? Sandra Ann Taylor. Like, they look great. I also wanted to get the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle because I have another crystal deck, and I would love to be able to use both. So there's a lot. The Numinous Astro deck. I've just got tons. I have a couple of like African inspired decks that I really want to check out as well. So, you know, I'm pumped up. There's a lot of decks that I want. And I think most tarot readers, our eyes get bigger than our orders are going to be. But I just try to mess with the couple that I have right now and really study them and get to know them, because I have a fairly good connection, right? Or connection. I do have a good connection. I have a fairly good collection right now of decks. So I'm enjoying that. Let's see. Question number 19. Have you ever had a reading from another reader, and what was that experience like, if so? I have not had another reading by another tarot reader. I've had another person that I trust to interpret some of my own readings, to kind of check it out, give me her twist on what she sees in my cards. But as far as someone just doing like a full read on me, not yet. I have, though, had a lot of instances where spiritual people come to me to tell me like messages, where I'll just be randomly parked and they're like, I was called to tell you something. And then they like drop a bomb and you're like, oh, well, thank you. Okay. And you just take that home with you. You just take it home. But I definitely have that happen to me quite often, like monthly. Probably people are coming to me and giving me messages. Okay. And I have 2 more questions, guys. We're almost done. Question number 20. What were your first impressions or fears about tarot? So like I told you guys before, I actually thought it was a load of shit. But the fears I had about tarot, reading tarot, was like, what if I don't connect with people? But I was like, if you feel called to do it, there's a reason. And you're going to connect with someone. So just put yourself out there, study the cards, go for it. And that's exactly how it happened. Once I started to do a couple of reads for some friends and just on the fly for free, and I was giving different advice using my cards, I was doing it for free, I was like, okay, I need to start charging, because I'm actually like pretty good. Like, I was surprised, you know what I mean? It shouldn't have been. We shouldn't be surprised at our abilities, but you know that moment when you're just like, I resonated with you like that. Like, it's really exciting. It makes you feel good. It makes me feel good. Okay. last question. Most anticipated deck. So I'm going to tell you guys, the most anticipated deck I ever had was my first one. All the decks I've gotten, I've ordered online. They're great. You get excited to get them. But this one was like the most anticipated because it was like the start. It was everything to catapult it and, you know, pull this all together. And, you know, without this deck, who knows where I'd be. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you for tuning in, listening to a little fun chit chat video of a tarot tag. Thought it would be cute. I get like a lot of questions like, do you do devil work or do you put spells on people and curse people? And I'm like, I read cards. I read cards. Oh my gosh, I read cards and I have my own relationship with my gods and my ancestors. That's all I can tell you guys. Like, I ain't hexing nobody. If you're looking for that, go away. Go away from here. You're not in the right place if you're looking for that. But I really hope that this tag has offered you guys some insight into who I am as a tarot reader, what type of person I am on that level, and just, you know, hopefully you guys had a little bit of good time with me, chilling out here in the park, getting the freshness. I thought it was going to get cold in California. It is not. They have not done anything to us, but if you guys are curious about a read with me, check me out. Any of my social media platforms, link down below for the Insta bio link can take you to all my socials. I will see you guys next Wednesday. I am having my wisdom teeth pulled out when you guys are listening to this on Wednesday the 21st. On Thursday the 22nd, I'm having my wisdom teeth pulled out. I will not be doing reads from Thursday till Sunday. So the reads will resume on Monday if you are listening to this. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, beautifuls and handsomes, because I know there's men listening.